Another divorce in the Simpson family. I'm Hyla in Hollywood for the Daily Buzz on CELEBUZZ.com. After 34 years of marriage, today we're learning that Jessica Simpson's mom, Tina, filed for divorce in Texas last month. Joining me now is marriage and family therapist Sherry Myers. And Sherry, we just got a statement from the family, and I want to read that to you here. They tell CELEBUZZ, Joe and Tina Simpson have filed for divorce. It is an amicable split, and there is no third party involved. Any other related allegations are completely false. The family appreciates your respect for their privacy at this time. Obviously, if you go on the internet, there's a bunch of nasty rumors. We'll let, the internet figure those out. But, from the facts that we do know, 34 years is a long time. I mean, just in general, that's tough on any relationship. What do you think are some of the causes here that might have brought the divorce on?
I think both Tina and Joe focused on their girls, growing up, their careers. Now the girls are launched. They are now looking at their marriage and saying, ooh, do we want to do this for the rest of our lives? And obviously they said no, that there's not enough here to keep us together.
I've always had kind of an issue with Joe because if you remember early on in Jessica's career, it was almost preachy. It was about the no sex before marriage and their faith and all these things. And, Joe's gotten in trouble in the press and the other crazy allegation. It's just, and now they're getting a divorce. I just find it a little hypocritical. It's something that, I've never really been on board with, and I think maybe now we're seeing some of the results of that.
I think when you've been really righteous your whole
It's a great
life,
way to put it. Yeah.
Often those who are most boisterous about their righteousness tend to have a fall. And so Joe, maybe, whether these are rumors or not, he's having some kind of fall in his life. And maybe it's time that he can now come and just be himself without carrying the pastor's son through his life. Maybe he can just be him.
Right, exactly. Now, what kind of advice do you give Tina and Joe, or just, couples in general, as they're going through this divorce? From the onset, it seems like this is going to be a clean break, which would be nice.
That would be so healthy. And they're trying to keep the press out of it, and that's also really healthy because it's a private matter.
Sure.
And hopefully we can give them the privacy, but it's about taking care of yourself. You're breaking away from 34 years, which is almost their whole adult life together. And they're going to have to learn how to stand on their own, no matter how independent and grown up they seem. Learning how to be single is a whole new world. So my hope for both of them is that they take really, really good care of themselves.
Now, what does it say about the Simpson family? Because you have the mom and dad getting divorced, both their daughters have, had unsuccessful relationships and marriages. What's going on there? Is there just a pattern, or is this just coincidence?
Well, one, we're Hollywood, but
even of course.
So what else is new?
Yeah.
But beyond that, marriages are tough. Now, the girls not knowing how to stick to their husbands might be a reflection of something that was going on with Tina and Joe, or it just might be the changing times. We don't have the patience to build deep forming relationships. Relationships are just changing over. In fact, Tina and Joe have a very long marriage considering what the norm is.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, it seems like Jessica has kind of figured out the formula now. She has a baby, but she's engaged. She's not married yet. She's taking it slow. Is that the right approach at this point, once you've already been through one marriage?
I really do, because you now know you're out of the fantasy that, oh, marriage is forever. And stuff happens, it takes work, and are we really ready? And it's so much better to say yes because I'm conscious, I'm ready, and I love you, and I do want to spend my life with you. And until you can really clearly say that, it's probably better to wait.
Dr. Sherry Myers, thank you so much for hanging out. Let us know what you think on this topic. Just use the hashtag #TheDailyBuzz. And for the biggest stories breaking in Hollywood right now, go to CELEBUZZ.com.